The Douro Valley is one of Portugal's most prized destinations and one of the oldest wine regions on the planet. Sailing along it on Scenic is one of the best ways to really take it all in. And you'll happily lap it all up from the comfort of the masterfully designed suites on board. All but a handful of Scenic Azur's 48 suites feature these spacious balconies.
Whether it's the seemingly endless vineyards, the gorgeous country homes, or the little villages that pass us by, time spent cruising is absolutely one of the highlights of this experience. It's just another way to soak up this incredible scenery.
Our next port is Entre os Rios, and a short 25-minute drive delivers us to the stunning Aveleda Winery.
This garden is gobsmacking. It's so beautiful.
It is. And there's a lot of species. And this is actually the best season, to see the garden. It's springtime. There's always color in this garden.
So one family has owned this property?
Yes, they've been here for 5 generations, since the 1600s.
The vision of one man, Manuel Pedro Guedes, has left a legacy that has inspired generations.
You can tell that there's so much love poured into not just the winery, but also this garden.
Yes, this is their house, their home. And the funny thing is that there's always family members who are particularly interested in the garden. And so they still bring things into the garden. That's why we have all this different species, different colors.
The home and gardens are also enjoyed by us lucky tourists, with scenic guests, some of the fortunate few invited to share this fascinating space.
Are you kidding? You've got goats
yes, we
on
do.
a roof.
We have goats on a roof. That's actually the goat's house. And look at the babies. They were born a week and a half ago.
Why do they have their own house?
Well, because Mr. Guedes thought these were the best animals to entertain the family children. See, he thought of everything. His children loved goats. He loved goats as well, and they can go all the way up.
Who doesn't love a goat?
It is lovely. Oh, look at how tiny they are. Oh, look at them, look at that one.
They're about to fall off.
There are 2 of them, see? Oh, they're so cute.
With so much to see, it's easy to forget this is one of the most renowned wineries in the country.
Christina, so much sunshine, so much beautiful fresh air. What else is it about this region that makes your wines world famous?
Well, the region, the weather, the soil, the grapes are unique. And the tradition of making wines in this region, and as well as in Portugal, I think that it is. That says it all.
Aveleda Winery is in the heart of the vinho verde wine region. Vinho verde translates as green wine, not for the colour of the wine, but the lush rolling vines.
This is Vinho Verde, Casal Garcia. This was actually our first wine produced on the estate in 1939. It's the most popular wine in Portugal as well as abroad. It's very refreshing, very flavorish, a lot of aromas. So like we like to say in Portugal, saúde.
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 Another scenic free choice option is the nearby town of Guimarães, referred to as the birthplace of the country, thanks to the first independent king of Portugal being born here back in 1110. These days, it's best known for its impressive ducal palace.
Well, so we are entering the Great Hall. It was originally used for celebrations, receptions, all sorts of events. One of the interesting things is the ceiling, because in Southern Europe it isn't common to see boat-shaped ceilings. But the Duke that had the palace built in the 15th century had 2 main occupations in his life. He was a knight, and he was in the first conquest of the Portuguese in the north side of Africa. But he also traveled all throughout Europe for several reasons, and it was from those voyages that he brought the idea of building this palace, which was extremely different from what could be expected in Portugal in the 15th century.
So it was revolutionary?
Well, we could say that, yes.
Ducal Palace, as the name suggests, was built by the dukes of the time.
Originally, the Duke had his private quarters to this area, and the female bedchamber was on this side. They went from one bedchamber to the other through this separate passage. But the interesting thing is that they have their own balconies to attend mass with their private fireplaces.